Let's take a look at the equity theory. The equity theory is primarily Adams' motivation theory, which is based on the comparison of perceived inputs and outputs. J. Stacy Adams popularized equity theory with his contention that people seek social equity in the rewards they receive output for their performance input. According to equity theory, people compare their inputs like effort, experience, seniority, status, intelligence, and so forth, and outputs like praise, recognition, pay promotions, increased status, supervisor approval, and the like, with those of relevant others. A relevant other could be a coworker or a group of employees from the same or different organizations, or even from a hypothetical situation. Notice that our definition mentions perceived, not actual inputs and outputs. Equity may actually exist. However, if employees believe there is inequity, they will change their behavior to create equity, such as doing less work, changing the situation, like getting a raise, or getting another job. Studies have demonstrated the importance of fairness. It's important to treat people ethically and fairly because it's difficult to influence people who don't trust you. Abusive supervisors use unfair treatment and tend to demotivate employees and hurt performance. Pay equity does affect performance, but most employees tend to inflate their own efforts or performance when comparing themselves with others. Using equity theory in practice can be difficult because you don't know who the employee's reference group is and what his or her view of inputs and outcomes is. However, it does offer some general recommendations. Equity is difficult for managers because they're expected to treat employees uniformly and consistently while considering individual needs and sometimes making exceptions that can be viewed as unfair by others. You need to treat people fairly, but be aware that equity is based on perception of being treated fairly, which may not be correct. You may perceive that you're treating another person fairly and they may not. Realize that what people know or don't know is important. All that really counts is what they feel. The perception of large inequity gets some emotion, so you have to deal effectively with those emotions. Rewards should be equitable. High performance should be rewarded, but employees must understand the inputs needed to attain certain outputs.